Tonight, Concept presents the story of Mellon Park. And in the heart of the neighborhood is the Richard Allen Public Housing Project. 6,000 people crowded into a few uniform buildings. It is the oldest, most crowded, and some say the worst example of low-rent public housing in the city. Demolition teams usually junked old bricks and stone steps. The volunteers and workmen from several city departments gathered materials. The old buildings gave up their marble steps reluctantly. But soon they would be put to a brand new use. Games were transferred from the streets to Mellon Park. The park had been built as a place to let off steam, but the line between constructive play and destruction was often crossed. Mellon became the object of neighborhood hostilities and jealousies. It could not long remain unbattered by the forces which touched everything else in the neighborhood. Today, Mellon Park has a wider significance than that of just a neighborhood recreational park which achieved limited success. As a pilot project for open spaces in the city, it received recognition from city planners from all over the country. And it was a teacher to its builders. At the outset, Carlin's volunteer organization and the community leaders were working in the dark. Now they have the Mellon experience behind them. It served as the proving ground for many original ideas, turning blighted, tax-delinquent lands into attractive, useful recreational areas, enlisting neighborhood volunteers to work with experienced advisors, and using salvage materials to build with. As a result, Carlin's organization has started projects in other Philadelphia neighborhoods as well as projects in Harlem and Washington, D.C., which seem to be flourishing. And the city of Philadelphia is building on the Mellon experience too. Convinced that the Mellon idea is a valid one, the city has set up an active program to reclaim neglected lots for recreational use in neighborhoods all over the city. An organized team of city workers from the Department of Licenses and Inspections scouts locations, gauges the chances for success, and helps neighbors organize and start construction. Mellon was an attempt to deal with the problems of life in our urban slums by mobilizing people to take an active interest in their own communities. Although the park is functioning, the problems still exist. Problems of housing, economics, and education, which will require massive understanding and help from our city and federal governments, which is finally each of us.
Tonight's Concept was produced in cooperation with the University of Pennsylvania.